What's up, everybody? We are back with Wolf Tales. We just took a bath and now we're squeaky clean. And I guess we'll see where we go from there.
Phew, I feel much better now. It's been so long since I last enjoyed a hot bath.
Oh, Hime, you're finally out. How was it? Do human baths compare favorably to ours?
To be honest, it was pretty cramped in there. It seemed like human bathtubs are made for only 1 or 2 people at a time.
Seriously? That's so weird. How are you supposed to clean one another in a bathtub as cramped as that?
Indeed, I wondered the same thing. Though, I suppose it does make bathing a bit more intimate. Even though it was certainly cramped, I can't say I didn't enjoy myself.
While Mirari happily recites her new experience, I slept down on the couch, completely and utterly exhausted. With my eyes closed and body limp, I allowed myself to sink in the couch as the tension began to slip away. It may have been relaxing both of you, Mirari, but personally, I don't think I've ever felt more stressed after bathing. It took all my willpower just to refrain from doing something I could never take back. Honestly, I'm more tired now than before I entered the bath.
So, are you going in next, Fuyu? I left the water in just in case you want to take a bath yourself.
Nah, I'm good. I'll just lick the important parts clean. None need the full bath. As quickly as my conscience began to slip, I suddenly opened my eyes. I suddenly opened my eyes as wide as I hear something which confirms my pre-bath prediction.
You never change, Fuyu. Okay, have it your way. I'll go get started on dinner while you two relax.
Mari heads to the kitchen, wasting no further time on the relaxation. Having already cleaned my back dutifully, it seems that Mari plans on moving straight to her next self-assigned task.
Jeez, that girl is such a hard worker. You can say that again.
Jeez, that girl's such a hard worker.
Though, right now, you look more tired than she does.
Me? Fuyu nods.
You're tired, huh? You should take a nap before dinner.
Yeah, let's take a nap.
Maybe you're right.
I certainly should. I certainly could do a bit of shut. Oh my gosh, I can't read tonight. And I'm sure Mariah would wake me up once dinner was ready. Well, what the hell? I might as well. I'm going to sleep for a bit. Don't let me sleep through dinner, okay?
Of course. Rest well, human.
With a smile on my face, I close my eyes more and sink into the cushioning of the couch. Overcome by feelings of both comfort and exhaustion, I begin to fall asleep in a matter of seconds.
Joe, wake up. Ah, you're awake. Sorry to disturb your slumber.
Don't worry about it. What's up, Mirari? Is dinner ready?
Yes, almost. But before that...
Woo! I got a girl on my lap. Oh wait. Where am I compared to her? The moment I attempt to stand up, I realize what Mariah is staring at. It seems that at some point during my slumber, Fuyu started to snuggle up against my body and ultimately succumbing to the urge to nap. With her legs propped up on my lap, she has gradually fallen asleep and now is sleepy soundly next to me. Wow, Fuyu seems like a completely different person when she's asleep. I'm in two minds about whether I should actually wake her up or not. Looking down at this peaceful, content look on Fuyu's face, I feel a slight tug inside my chest. Contrary to the attitude she usually displays while she's awake, Fuyu currently looks like an innocent, adorable little puppy. How on earth could I put an end to that?
Hee hee. Let her sleep for a while. Dinner can be reheated anyways. It would be a shame to wake her up unnecessarily. Yeah, I guess you're right. After all, Fuyu must be pretty tired if she's willing to sleep on my leg. Appearing, hearing to take, what? Hearing my take on the matter, Mariah smiles and shakes her head. No, I don't think that's the case at all. I understand how Fuyu's action must seem to someone who doesn't know her well, but the truth is, Fuyu's more insecure and needy than she lets on. Fuyu's just too afraid to let others know how she truly feels. Mariah takes a seat next to Fuyu on the floor. Mariah takes a seat next to Fuyu on the floor, while speaking tenderly. It's clear from her tone of voice that she cares about Fuyu, even if Fuyu won't say so directly. I'm sure she feels the same way about Mirari. Fuyu always puts up a tough front, but she's still a young woman. She's been pushing herself to a frightful degree these past few days. Were it not for moments like this, I would think she'd collapse under the weight of it all. Fuyu is trying hard to make everything right. No matter what I say to her, all she can think of is bringing me back home and returning to our clan. Hearing Mirai's take on Fuyu's actions, my impression of Fuyu begins to improve. I start to stroke the fierce young girl's head, treating her like a pet despite the displeasure she already expressed to that end. Nonetheless, in her current state, Fuyu doesn't possess the presence of mind to reject my goodwill. Instead, her body moves on its own. Fuyu's head moves towards my hand, as though begging me to continue to pet her. Still fast asleep, Fuyu licks my forearm, as I continue to pet her. Seeing that, Mari lets out a soft sigh. If only Fuyu was honest honest when she wakes up. If she was, then maybe the three of us could truly stay like this after all. Stay like this? You mean in my cabin? Rather than avert her gaze to retract her words, as she has until now, Mirai looks down at Fuyu's sleeping face with a smile. After a few seconds of silence, Mirai opens her mouth once more, starting with an unexpected notion. You know, Joe, there was a time when our pack leader ordered us to kill Fuyu. What? My eyes and mouth open wide at Mirai's revelation. Rather than address my surprise, however, Mirai simply continues to speak uninhibited. It's the job of the pack leader to make tough decisions on behalf of everyone. They must do what's best, even if others wind up hating them for it. The order to kill Fuyu was one such decision. It was during one of the hardest winters that the pack has ever endured. They hadn't found a permanent dwelling like the one in the mountain yet, either. He said that we couldn't take care of the runt like her. She would just drag the whole pack down with her, and cause many hardships further down the track. At the time, nobody wanted to agree with him, yet they all knew that he was right. It was nothing personal. She just had to die. It was for the sake of the pack. I swallowed my words several times as I tried to think how to best respond with Mirai's revelation. What could possibly say in response to something so horrible, yet apparently necessary? Rather than risk offending Mirai and her pack by saying something tactless, I decided to ask about the obvious question. What happened after that? Fuyu's still alive, I think, so surely something must have happened. Mirai nods. I was only a cub at the time, the same age as Fuyu, so I don't remember any of this myself. But according to my mother, Fuyu's parents rebelled against the leader, saying they couldn't possibly kill their only daughter. And the leader took pity on them? Mirai shakes her head. He exiled them both, along with Fuyu. He said that if they wanted to raise her, they were on their own. They would receive no further help from the pack. It was a tough decision, both for Fuyu's parents and for our leader, but everyone agreed that that's how it had to be. Mirai sighs as she thinks back on the decision her leader came to. Despite her personal feelings about Fuyu, it seemed that though she bears no grudge regarding the leader's decision. Cold, heartless, yet always doing what's best for the pack. That's the kind of man our leader was. Not a kind, charismatic leader, beloved by his followers, but a ruthless man of action. The kind nobody asked for. Yet everyone understood why we needed him. Mirai speaks of the leader with a sad smile on her face. Seeing her mixed feelings come to surface, a question pops in my mind. Say, Mirai, given that Fuyu always calls you princess, am I right thinking that the pack leader is... Mirai nods before I even finish speaking. Yes, that's correct. Our pack leader, or at least our previous pack leader, was my father. Regretting my question before I even asked it, I pressed on. Was? What happened to him? Did he step down from the role? In a manner of speaking, my father died 3 years ago, protecting the pack from a bear. Since then, my mother has taken over leading the pack in his place. She's been doing a fine job, especially considering half-wolves usually think of female leaders. But unfortunately, I don't think the current arrangement will last much longer. Tears appear in the corners of Mirai's eyes as she recounts her father's courageous death, then the burden currently being placed on her mother. Despite Mirai's apparent desire to leave her pack, it's clear that she still thinks of him quite fondly. My mother, she's growing wary of her old age. She does not possess my father's strength, nor does she bear his unyielding will. It is only a matter of time before she is crushed, if not by the weight of her position, then by old age and sickness. When that time comes, the line of succession will lead to... Mirai opens her eyes wide and she suddenly realizes something. Hurriedly wiping her eyes and nose, she corrects her posture and attempts to clean up her appearance. I'm terribly sorry, Joe. We were talking about Fuyu, weren't we? My apologies. It was selfish of me to begin prattling about my own circumstances like that. Before I can disagree with her, Mirai goes back and talking about her dear friend Fuyu. When my father died, it was decided that we needed to increase the size of our pack to make up for his disappearance. Seeing that this is an opportunity to rejoin the pack, Fuyu's family came to us, their runt now stronger than ever, and expressed their desire to return to our side. Bearing no personal grudge for the circumstance which led to their departure, they agreed to my mother's condition and their return that Fuyu's family would serve mine forevermore. Since that day, Fuyu and I have been together, whether we liked it or not. And of course, over time, the two of us have grown close. Fuyu has become like a sister to me, and I cherish her more than anything. Exhausted from talking for too long, Mirai takes a well-deserved break and leans back onto the couch. Between making dinner, talking without pause, and recalling memories best left forgotten, Mirai has quickly depleted what energy she had left. I figured Mirai had her reasons for not wanting to tell me about her situation, but it looks like once she got started, she just couldn't stop. Who knows how long she's been holding all that in, wanting to get it off her chest. Maybe I may not know much about half-wolves, but I get the feeling from her story that they weren't exactly the touchy-feely type. What's all this racket about? Awakened by Mirai's story, Fuyu raises his head and begins to rub her eyes sleepily. Oh, morning, Hime. Hehe. Good morning, Fuyu. Evening? That's right, and I'm not the first one you should be greeting. Huh? Fuyu raised an eyebrow at Mirai's giggles. Rather than wait for Fuyu to notice me, I place a hand on her shoulder. Are you awake now, Fuyu? What? Fuyu tries to jump back in surprise. However, she's still sitting on my lap. Her action serves only to bring the two of us closer together. Whoa. Why is the human... Fuyu's face burns bright red in an instant as she realizes where she is and what she's doing. Sitting on my lap, looking at my face so close that we could be kissing, words continue to fail her.
Should I lie to her? That's kind of cute. Or explain properly. Let's save. I haven't saved in a while. Here we go. Boop. Save. Let's pull her leg a little bit. You fell asleep while we're snuggling. Don't you remember, Fuyu? We were snuggling on the couch right up until the moment you fell asleep. Snuggling? No, I would never. You must have moved your body while sleeping. I did no such thing. In fact, I tried to separate from you, but you wouldn't let me at all. Liar! There's no way I would do something so shameless. This is definitely your doing. Actually, Joe's quite careful not to wake you. They haven't moved at all since you two started waiting for dinner together. Dinner? At the mention of the magical word, Fuyu begins to sniff the air. Oh, right. Of course, that's what it is. I just got hungry and tired, and your lap was warm. So, naturally, I fell asleep on it. Silly me. Of course that's what happened. Why else would I be napping in a place like this? If that weren't the case, I'd never be caught sleeping in your smelly lap. You don't need to get so defensive, Fuyu. I'm not getting defensive. I just don't want you to misunderstand, that's all. Fuyu finally removes herself from my lap and runs into the kitchen, lured in by the smell of food. Even after she reached the food, Fuyu steals a few of the items in my direction, then quickly averts her gaze when I catch her. I guess that's my cue. I'll bring dinner and I'm over in a moment. Just sit tight, Joe. Having filled our bellies, Mirai and Fuyu and I sit on the couch again as we ponder about what to do ourselves. I can think of a few things. Haha, wink. After napping earlier in the day, Fuyu and I are still full of energy. Mirai, on the other hand, seems like she could fall asleep at any moment, and is hanging on by sheer force of will. Really, I'm fine. I'll go to bed when you do. That would sound more convincing without the yawn at the start. Go to bed, Mirai. You aren't gonna miss anything. But I don't feel tired. You're a terrible liar. Fine. Stay up for all I care. I was just about to watch some old VHS tapes anyways. VHS? What is that? I never heard of it before. Yeah, most people under 20 haven't. It's a way for humans to watch movies and TV shows wherever they want. Whenever they want. It's a bit dated now, but they still work as long as you have the right equipment. Movies and TV? Fuyu, do you understand what Joe is talking about? I think I heard of TV. That's the magic box with moving pictures, isn't it? You're not wrong, but do you girls seriously not know what television is? How could you be familiar with canned food and running water, but not television? Even if you ask that. What's this television do that's so special anyways? Running water and canned food provide us with substance. Why do we need this television? You actually have a point there. Television has a couple uses, but it's mostly for entertainment. I pull out a box filled with VHS tapes and place it in front of the two wolf girls. Inside the box are dozens of tapes, still in the original cases, cover art and all. These are VHS? That's right. Man, I haven't seen VHS in a long time. I remember I used to watch like my old Disney VHSs of like Aladdin and Hercules and like Snow White. I don't know. I had a bunch of like super old Disney VHSs. I think I had like Jurassic Park, like the original one, and like Batman. But anyways, that's going back. That's right. Pick one you like. Pick one you like to look of, and we'll see what's on it. Okay. Mirai and Fuyu look through the box of old tapes. After searching a few seconds, they each pull out a single tape. Let's see what you got there. A documentary about animals and grasslands? Yes, I'm quite curious to see those in other climates thrive. I suppose you would be if you lived in the snow your entire life. What about you, Fuyu? I'm not sure if I want to watch it, but the cover did catch my eye. Oh, it's probably a porn or something. That's okay. Show me what you... I almost gagged my saliva as I gazed at the tape in Fuyu's hand. The cover is a young blonde woman with a large chest dressed in nothing but a revealing swimsuit. Unlike the Grassland documentary, which is still in the original plastic sleeve, this videotape has been viewed so many times that the tape is beginning to wear out. Oh, what manner of VHS is this? Are we gonna view that next? No, I mean, this one would bore the two of you to death. It's not the kind of thing you'd be interested in. It'd be the kind of thing I'm interested in. Really? I did get the feeling I wasn't gonna like it. So, it's a boring one after all, huh? Oh yes, quite boring. I'll just put that back in the box for later. Way at the bottom so we don't wind up picking it out again. Huh? I breathe a sigh of relief as the two wolf girls allow my slip up to pass without a fight. Looks like I need to be more careful about stuff as long as these two are here. I've been able to do things at my own pace until now, but I can't be so careless when guests are over. Rather than dwell on Fuyu's discovery, I hurriedly cram Mirai's choice into VHS player. After skipping through the ads and anti-piracy warning and other outdated product placements, I start the movie where the film crew just beginning to set up. The first few minutes, the film explains how the crew are looking for specific animals during today's outing, and how they plan to observe each one. Whether they'll succeed or not is yet to be seen. All they promise is not to hurt the animals and to view them from afar. Oi! Look at that croc! It's your beauty, ain't it? I'm gonna poke it with a stick. Ooh, look at that! The water is flowing perfectly in a straight line, without any chunks of ice floating in it at all. And the grass, it's everywhere. There isn't a single patch of snow to be seen. You're right, Hime. This is truly fascinating. With ready access to unfrozen water, do animals living in this park drink their fill and bathe whenever they feel the urge? I imagine it must be great. Why else would they... Oh, look, Fuyu. The rabbit is drinking from the river. I see it, princess. And then a crocodile just eats it. But where's all its fur gone? It'll never survive in a winter like that. You're the last person who should be asking that. I smile wirily as the two girls excitedly point out towards the television. Even Fuyu generally attempts to feign disinterest in such things, is clearly enjoying herself. So far, movie night is a resounding success. Huh? Where'd all the animals go? Why are they showing only humans now? Looks like they're taking a break and discussing how they're going to track down the next animal. Boring. I agree, actually. I find it fascinating. The humans are all huddling together to hold a strategy meeting, just like we would. I think the people are watching might claim that you have that backwards. Oh, look, a human city. Yuck. It's even further away from the grasslands now. They're going back to the studio to talk with some expert. My, that building, it's enormous. Are most human buildings big like that? Oh, and the number of people, I've never seen so many humans before. How nice it must be to live there. With one eye still glued on television, Mari starts to pull on my trousers. What? I think I'll call it episode here. We'll make our choice next time. But if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me know if you'd like to see more of this kind of content. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.